In this episode you will learn double treble crochet, which is US treble crochet, working in rows, how to correct your work and how to tie off. It's important to know that there is a difference in UK and US terms. The techniques are the same, they're just different terminology. Being aware of this from the beginning will help you when learning to crochet. In this video of the Absolute Beginners series, I'm going to show you how to do the double treble crochet. In the US this is known as a treble crochet. I'm going to start off by showing you how to do a slip knot and a chain. However, if you want a more in-depth demonstration of this, please feel free to go back to the first video of this series. So to begin with, we want to bring our yarn over our finger to create a cross and pinch with our finger and thumb. Bring that yarn over the finger again and pinch with your finger and thumb. Bring the back loop over the front loop, and that is our slip knot. Go ahead and take your crochet hook, insert that, and then pull tight on the yarn. So for this stitch, what we are going to do is chain 13 to begin with. So you want to yarn over and pull through the loop which is on the hook. Yarn over and pull through, that's 2. And yarn over and pull through, that's 3. Please remember, if you want a more in-depth demonstration and more information about the chain stitch, go and watch the first video in this series. I shall leave a link in the description box below. So we've done 3 chains. Yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through. Remember to move your fingers up as you're doing your chain so that you're not pulling too tightly on there. So that's 7 chains in total. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. So for this stitch we're going to work into the 4th chain from the hook. We're going to ignore the chain that's on the hook and we go backwards 1, 2, 3 and 4. We're going to be working into the top loop of the chain. You can actually work into different aspects of the chain, but as a beginner I would recommend working into this one. Remember to pinch onto your chain just here so that we're not affecting the rest of the chain as we work along. We're going to begin by wrapping our yarn around the hook twice. 1 and 2. Place your finger on the yarn on the hook and insert into the chain. You will look like you have 4 loops on the hook. Grab the yarn and pull it through the chain and you will have 4 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops on the hook and you will be left with 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through the next 2 loops on the hook, you will be left with 2 loops on your hook, and then yarn over and pull through those last 2 loops on the hook. That is your double treble crochet, or treble crochet as it's known in the US. We're going to move over onto the next chain and do the same thing. Yarn around the hook twice. Insert your hook into the chain. Yarn over and pull through the chain. You'll have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You're going to move over onto the next chain. Yarn around the hook twice and insert your hook into the chain. Yarn over and pull through the chain. You'll have 4 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You'll have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You'll have 2 loops left on the hook. And then yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then you have completed another double treble crochet. So we've now done 3 stitches and we're going to continue this all the way along to the end of the chain. Please feel free to rewind or pause the video at any point to catch up or to recap on the stitch. We've now completed the first row. So you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stitches plus this chain which we did at the beginning. This is known as the turning chain. We do not class it as a stitch. It's simply to get us up to the right height to create the stitch itself. So now we can move on to row 2, and to do this we want to chain 3. 1, 2 and 3. You're going to turn your work like a book, and we're going to work into this very first stitch just here, doing exactly the same thing as what we have been doing previously. So yarn around the hook twice, insert your hook into that first stitch. This time it will look like you have a V on the top of your stitch plus the other 3 stitches on there. Yarn over and pull through the stitch. You'll have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over, pull through 2 loops. That is your first stitch. We're going to move over onto the next one. So yarn around the hook twice. Insert your hook, yarn over and pull through. You'll have 4 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and you will have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, you'll have 2 loops on the hook, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and you have completed another stitch. Yarn over twice, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, you'll have 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, you'll have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, you'll have 2 loops on the hook, and then yarn over, pull through those 2 loops. If you need to undo your work at any point, take out your hook and gently pull on the yarn, and this will undo the stitches. Take your work back to the stitch that you're happy with and go ahead and insert your hook into that loop at the top of that stitch and return to your work. I'm going to continue along this row and show you where to place your last stitch on this row. Sometimes once you have completed your second row, it can be a little bit difficult to know where to place your last stitch. So I'll demonstrate that to you at the end of this row. Please feel free to pause or rewind this video at any point should you need further help. I have now completed 9 double treble crochets, which is a US treble crochet. I have my chain 3 from the end of the row, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stitches altogether. My 10th stitch is going to go into the top of this chain 3 from the previous row. So if you just pull your work, you can see that you have a gap just here to work into. So yarn over twice, into the top of that chain 3, yarn over, pull through, you'll have 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, you'll have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, you'll have 2 loops on the hook, and then yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook. You're now ready to move on to your row 3. I would suggest that at the end of each row you count your number of stitches to ensure that your work stays the same width all the way along. So chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and turn your work, and you're going to go ahead and work into this first double treble from the previous row. So yarn over the hook twice and insert into the top of that stitch, yarn over and pull through, you'll have 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 stitches, you'll have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, you'll have 2 loops on the hook, and then yarn over, pull through 2. I'm going to work a few more rows so you can see what this builds like, and then when I come back I will show you how to tie off your yarn. So I have finished row 3 to create a sample piece. If you pull the work apart, it's really easy to see those 3 rows because it's such a large stitch. In order to tie off, you want to yarn over and pull through, take your scissors and snip off your yarn. Pull your hook and pull that yarn through, and then you will have created a knot in your work. You want to take your darning needle and insert your yarn, and you're going to weave your yarn in and out the stitches and pull through. So once you have gone one way, please ensure that you aren't pulling too tight on your stitch because that will cause your work to sit incorrectly. You want to go back the other way, and to work to the rule of 3 you want to go back the other way again, and this will ensure that your stitch does not come undone. You can then take your scissors and snip off any remaining yarn, and you can also do the same to the opposite side. And there you have your double treble crochet, or in the US it's known as a treble crochet. So congratulations, you have made it to the end of the Absolute Beginners series. I really hope that you have gone through each video and really perfected your skills in each one of the stitches. Of course, there is a lot more to learn in your crochet journey, but these stitches will really help build your foundations for learning new stitches and techniques. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like these videos, then make sure you give them a thumbs up, share them with your friends so that they can learn to crochet too, and don't forget to subscribe to be a part of the Bella Coco community. Happy crocheting!